Hi there, this is Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, WomenOnTV.tv, Worldwide TV Network, iTube 247, back for part 2. And let's start on this side. We were originally talking about stuff before in the fitness world, and then in the military world and everything else. But introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, it's Terry Marie, you guys all know me. So yeah, I got a lot of things going now, Brian. We just Sportamix. We're going to Lee Steinberg's party tomorrow to do the launch of this great platform. It's a platform kind of LinkedIn meets Facebook for sports. Anybody's connected. It's a global platform. Anybody associated with sports, such soccer moms, professional athletes, doctors,
kids.
Yeah, to connect with the world of sports. So we're really excited about this launch of this new platform. So we've got that going on.
And your interview with him aired last week too.
Yes, it did.
Talk about that interview. What was that like to sit down with Lee Steinberg?
So, well, it was amazing. It was one of those things where it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to kind of sit down with him one-on-one and kind of talk about his past and about this new platform. He's going to be president of the company.
He writes for Forbes magazine. You know, his story was based on Jerry Maguire, obviously with Cuba Gooding Jr., Tom Cruise. It's very good, wasn't it?
Yes, and he does a lot of advocates for younger people going into the sports world and helping them get connected to agents and getting into the right team. And so I really like the way that he helps, younger athletes get out there.
And one of the other things about Sportamix is that it can connect the world to sports. You don't have to be an agent.
No.
Parents, you can start with your kids, you can start at an early age of 6. If you see someone who's got talent, you might be that person that gets your son or daughter out there recognized for what that Sportamix is all about and what they're wanting to accomplish, which is good. You don't have to wait. I always go back to think of LeBron James. They started keeping track of him in his sophomore year in high school. Look where he is now. And I look at him as a business person, not as a sports person, because he is. He's an actor, he's a producer, he's got his brand now, he's never been in trouble. He's won, 2, 3 championships. He's been with the same girlfriend from high school. That's amazing. But what I really like about him is someone started paying attention to him when he was in high school. So they had all this film on it. And what we have now, people can do that, like Matt's kids. If they're in the sports, he's an Auburn fan, first of all, which I champion. But the thing about that is you can watch them progress up where what they are and actually come to us and we can have them on. Which is different. You couldn't do that before. Now you can. And it doesn't matter if you're playing cricket, rugby, or whatever around the world, and that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and you can go ahead and make a profile like you would on Facebook. So you can put videos of your kid, what they're doing, awards and all that. So it's all in one place where agents or anybody else in the sports world can find you. And
I think it's great for especially maybe teenage athletes that live in an area that they wouldn't get recognized for anything. They could be the most talented, they could be the most talented athlete out there, but if they don't have the exposure or they don't have that exposure accessible because they live in the middle of nowhere or something, so that is fantastic.
Want to get the website in it?
Yes, www.sportamax.com.
Well, just kind of look how social media has helped, actors and singers promote themselves online. So now we've got an avenue for athletes to do this. And it's not just football. It could be the world of let's say, fitness. It could
any sport.
Hockey. Any sport related, you can have a profile for yourself. So, I'm excited being in the fitness world, too. So I'm going to put a profile for myself. I'm going to be competing.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably April or May. I haven't decided which show I'm going to do, Brian, but I'm getting a trainer and I'm going to do the whole 12-week prep of hell. But I'm going to get out there and get on stage again this year. I'm making it.
But at the end of it, you look fantastic, so it's completely worth it.
Yeah, I'm a gym rat.
You see that smile that came on her face? She's like, yes, I do.
Thank you for mentioning it.
Well, it's a great feeling of accomplishment when you put your body through a lot of pressure as far as your diet and discipline that people don't really realize what you put yourself through. It's mostly mental. The hardest part for me is the diet. It's not the working out. I love to work out. I work out every day. I'm a gym rat. It's just having to eat enough protein and having to, my micro.
When you get off a plane and you want to eat something?
Well, they're probably like, you get used to eating eating every 3 hours. I'm still like that. I mean, my body's telling me you gotta go eat.
And it's hard to pack the right stuff. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You can't get it on the go.
Yeah.
It's all garbage.
Well, I mean, the airports have gotten a little bit better. I'm kind of noticing when I travel that there's more healthy choices now. I think there's been more of a demand for it, where a couple years ago it was really hard to find anything healthy.
They need a health food, fast food.
Yeah, I mean, but really, I mean, I'm noticing more at the airport. Like, I noticed, there's more protein bars available. There's more healthy options. And the problem is people don't know how to read labels.
Because not all that say they're healthy are actually healthy.
I mean, the fat-free food, a lot of it's just full of sugar, and like they don't realize that you're giving up the fat, but you're eating a bunch of sugar.
Which is going to make you fat.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then people drink Diet Coke, which Diet Coke actually, the aspartame makes you gain weight because it's a neurotoxin, and
it's not good for your heart, and it's not, I mean.
No.
It has the same sugars as regular Coke.
Yeah, and just people just don't, I mean, you just need to figure out what your macros are for your body. Everybody's body's different. People need different nutrients, but I mean, the older we get, we need more protein, but that's a whole different show.
Alicia, tell us where you come from.
Casper, Wyoming, since he won't let me say New Orleans.
That's what troopers.
Kind of all over the place, actually, but the last place was Casper, Wyoming. Drove up here 23 hours to visit with Brian
And she's working on her shape
his
and
lovely
everything.
friend. Yeah, oh yes, I'm also a gym rat. I exercise every day. I'm more of a clean eater. I just eat clean foods. I don't put anything in them, which is way more boring than what she's talking about. But
No, my diet's boring.
But yeah, I work out a lot too, and I had a couple surgeries, and so I'm kind of getting back on my feet. And I've got my kids, so I do yoga with them quite a bit.
Can you talk about your surgeries?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff jumbled around, and for reasons I will not state, a lot of stuff wasn't working. So they went into my stomach and put everything back where it goes, pulled things up, put things back in, put them in order, all the twisty stuff, twisting in the right way now, and then sewed me back up. And then I got ill for they don't know why, and ended up back in the hospital a couple weeks later. Then they let me out, and then I got ill again 24 hours later. Then they let me out, and now here I am.
The strangest thing is when I call her, I never know where she's going to be if she's in the hospital. But you have a high tolerance of pain.
Yes, I do. Nothing ever numbs me, so I just have to get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Michelle, talk about where you came from.
Well, we're both from northern New York, Plattsburgh, New York. I moved from there to California, and then California to here in Columbus, Georgia.
You work for Hot Topic at one point.
I did. I worked for a lot of different retail companies. That's what I always did.
She's very good at organizing and know you can't have
Yeah,
ours.
I was a manager of FedEx office here more recently.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like that? Was it fun? I mean,
I
At
like,
first it was, but
well,
bullshit and stress.
it's more, I like a challenge and I like being busy, and that place definitely is that. So as long as, people people just had the same work ethic that I have, I'd be okay.
not gonna happen.
That's true.
It's not gonna
That will
happen.
never happen, yeah.
No.
Now you're
Sorry.
getting all the millenniums coming up, and
Who don't know how to communicate or anything like that.
No, because it's the
Disrespectful
phones.
little shits is what it is.
Well, that's better at that point.
sounds like an old man.
He is.
Full strips.
I know I'm an asshole, so
And this is Matt.
I'm the dick.
He's like the grumpy old man that sits on the front porch and is like, why is that person
Get off my
talking about
yard.
my house?
Yeah, but you have to have that in every show.
But he's got the cool car though.
Oh, his car.
What do you have? I don't even know. What do you?
It's that Mustang GT.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh, just that
That's a nice car. Let me tell you.
So I'm gonna go tell my dad we shouldn't take it then. Wait,
I mean,
you know
take
it
it,
now.
All right, so Matt, you're in the Army.
I was.
Yeah. And that was it. So on the last show we were talking about the Army was good for you and Lucretia. But getting out is a whole different story.
Yeah, it's
And coming back into society, which nobody really ever trains people to go back into.
I'm not sure if you ever go
population.
back into society.
You
I
don't.
don't think.
They
You were
say
in for how long though?
years,
11.
11 some change.
All of them.
Yeah. I mean, they say you know, all these companies, they say, oh yeah, we're veteran friendly, we're here to mold you. Yeah, that's bullshit. Anybody that thinks that's correct is absolutely out of their mind. Because it's not. It's just, there's
How
no
frustrating is that though? It's really
It's extremely frustrating. Because I was combat arms, you know, my entire career. I've killed kids, I've killed women, I've killed men. That's all I know how to do, is be army and kill shit. That's just what I am. The only jobs that are out there for me are contractor jobs that are like overseas, which that would put me away from her for months on end.
Which is extremely difficult.
You're wanting to go back to another chapter now because
Right, and you know, the pay, I'd be making over $600,000 a year as a contractor overseas. You know, 4 months on, a month home, 4 months on, a month home. But
That's
with
difficult.
her, extremely, but with her, you know, issues, I can't do it. And then,
I never know when I'm gonna have surgery or.
or something's gonna pop back up again.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't have that.
Yeah, you want to be here for that. You can't concentrate on what you're supposed to be doing over there.
I mean, I've grown up putting everybody ahead of me. I mean, even my parents, my sisters, her, especially her. I mean, my health actually degenerated quite a bit when she first got.
He had to have back surgery, and they were scheduling him for the surgery when I initially got diagnosed, and he put it off.
For a year and a half.
Yeah, he was gonna have to go through so much, or I was having to go through so much. So finally, I was like, okay at that time, and I was like, you have to go get your surgery.
Yeah.
Made him get it scheduled, and then that's when my cancer came back again, and I was like, it doesn't matter, you still have to have this surgery, you
Yeah, because you
can't.
can't take care of her if you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main thing. I mean, I've had some customer service jobs where it just did, no, that is.
Well,
You're not the customer service kind of person.
I'd like to see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked at a car dealership as the service manager, and you know, you have those people that come up that are just, you want to punch through their face.
Yes.
I had that daily, and I just, you know what, I was like, no, I'm done. You know, and then I was just at the sheriff's department up in Harris County, and babysitting adults is.
Oh, geez, that's a good way to put it.
It's just a huge, nasty monotonous.
There is a such thing as being too real.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. And that was just a horrible, horrible thing.
I tried to tell him for years, because we were just talking about this, I was trying to prepare him for once he got out of the army, because we knew he was going to be getting medically retired because of his back, and I was like, the army has you in this like bubble where they think like you served your country and you know you can get any job and blah blah blah, and I was like, I've been a manager most of my career, and I hire people and I look at people's resumes, and I was like, I hate to tell you, but you need to have experience in the things that you're trying to apply for. I was like, the army does not prepare you for civilian life in the outside world.
No, that's your Air Force.
Well, how difficult was that to tell your husband that?
It's hard, but it's reality. And I tried to tell him, but he was like, oh no, and you know, I got all this stuff that I've done in the army, and I'm like,
It's hard to feel that way when you're so proud of what you've
Yes.
accomplished, and it is that family atmosphere. You want to believe that.
and it's sad because you know, you guys served our country, like military serves, they put their lives on the line.
And then we can't get a job
And
serving
then,
tables.
yeah, it's
Because a
awful.
lot of times, because the people are stupid. You know,
I applied to McDonald's for their
Don't.
manager position. You know they make over $50,000 a year
For a
for a
manager.
manager,
Interesting.
I
But
know
but they
that.
said I was overqualified.
Why?
No clue.
because he can count, I don't know.
Maybe because I can actually make a decision.
Oh gosh, that's scary.
Yeah, but here's the thing, it's about making decisions what a lot of the companies need.
Mhm.
That's why people in the military are good, because they make them snap decisions.
But have you ever seen the way some of these fast food restaurants run? I think that's what he's saying. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he is overqualified because
Yeah, because they.
half the time the manager doesn't know what's going on. He's like, "What?
Milkshake? Oh, you mean soda?
My order was
Put the right
5
stuff
hours
in the
ago.
bag.
Where is it? Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the whole VA thing, which fortunately we don't have to deal with the VA.
That's one thing that I'm extremely happy that I don't have to deal with it at all.
But a lot of our friends do.
A lot of our
It's a
friends,
pain.
you know, do. The VA entity as a whole is an amazing thing for veterans. It really is. But the people that they have running it and in charge, or the president, they're there for money, especially the person, the CEO, the person that's in charge of all
There
the
are
VA.
locations that are better than some.
Right. I mean, I'm talking VA as an entire.
Right.
For the most part, yeah.
Most of the people, I'd probably say 95% of the people that run the VA are in it for the paycheck and not to help the veterans.
But can they also really not identify with the needs that need to be taken care of also?
It's hard when you see so many people in a
Right.
day.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's they have people that are not fully qualified
Oh, yeah.
to be the healthcare providers.
Our friends that have to go through VA, they can't even get appointments to be
I
seen.
mean, when they were
For
living
months,
here, they had to
months,
travel.
months.
They had to travel 3 hours just to get seen, but it'd be, you make your appointment today, we'll see you in 6 months.
Yeah, that's how we
It's
are
awful.
where we're at. Yeah, and then you have to travel the however many hours.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours. You know, and by 6 months later or a month later, you're worse. Whatever the situation is. It's
Yeah,
gotten worse.
obviously. It's
And frustrated,
crazy.
and have anger issues because this is not what you expected, or what you were
Well,
probably.
that's where they
I
get
mean-
all that's where they get all the suicides and anger management people from, is because they can't get in to get seen.
And a lot of them, PTSD works different with every person, and my boyfriend is one of them. He's very, he's a recluse, really. And if you have somebody like that, once they get in there for that 6-month appointment, he can't really talk. He's kind of non-functioning, so they don't know what he needs.
And they only give them 30 minutes to,
Yeah.
and then he's got to make another
That's it,
6-month
30
appointment.
minutes?
That's crazy.
or less.
Wow.
And that's what I was just saying. I'm like, these are the people that have served
I've
our
talked to people
country,
for
and they
hours on
can't
the
even
phone
get
and saying,
seen by a doctor.
ridiculous.
And once they do get seen, if they don't know how to express what they're going through,
Right.
they don't get the help they need.
Wow.
Where like he was speaking on, if they were more qualified for that position, they would look at this person and say, okay, here's the issue.
Right.
He or she needs this. You know what I mean?
My thing is they need to have people helping others that have been through it.
Oh yeah.
That is probably the best thing that could actually ever happen.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Somebody that's been through it like me, or her, that have deployed, have been blown up, have shot at people, can relate to somebody that's just having a mental breakdown. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I think that's the way it should be. Like Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
damn man
Yeah.
should have been the head of the VA, and he should have ran for the VA. Because he's all about.
He did a
Helping.
great job out of Chicago doing this stuff.
Yes.
This guy's an actor.
He didn't
but
give a
he
shit
really
about
is.
money.
No.
Yeah, no, he
He
does
wanted to help the
fantastic
veterans.
things for veterans.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was sharing that. I remember that.
Yes.
It came up on Facebook. Man,
If someone wanted to reach out and just talk to you about stuff, how do they reach you?
I mean, you can call my cell phone. I don't care.
Your email.
My email, it's m.castine@yahoo.com. I mean, if you want my cell phone number, I'll give it to you. It's 931-802-7041.
What was that again? You said it fast.
931-802-7041. If you ever need to talk, I'm here.
Or if at 3 in the morning you just want to see what's up.
At least send me a text message first.
Random phone calls in the middle of the night.
Michelle, we were talking earlier last week's show on J. Elizabeth. Talk about that.
J. Elizabeth is a online clothing boutique. Her main mission was, she's infertile, Jackie, who founded the company, and she wanted to help other women like her who have fertility issues and want to have children. So she had a passion for clothes and style and stuff too, so she started this company called J. Elizabeth, and it also gives other men or women the opportunity to start their own online boutique. And we have all kind. I started my own through J. Elizabeth because I absolutely love the clothes. My leggings are J. Elizabeth.
Let me see. What do I
Yeah,
got?
nice.
Actually, I do like that.
I like that they have that yoga pant feel, but they're fleece lined.
So
Oh,
they can
yeah,
stay,
nice.
they're still classy, but also you can.
Right.
Yeah.
They actually have some funny shirts on there.
Oh yeah, hilarious
Yes,
graphic
they have really good
tees,
photos.
cute like boutique style
Is
stuff
it, is it
too.
female, just
No,
female, right? Or
and
female
there's
male?
kids
It's
and
unisex.
babies.
Oh, nice.
There's
They did that baby shark.
accessories. Oh yes, the baby
Oh.
shark, mom
Because that
shark, daddy
show's coming.
shark.
That show's coming
Yeah.
too. So, yeah.
hmm So there's all kinds of cute stuff, and I was just like, I have to be a part of this because I just love it all. But you know, you can start your own online boutique where you don't have to carry any merchandise, no inventory, no startup fees, no nothing. But there's also a link on the website that is to the J. Elizabeth Foundation. That is her whole mission to help infertility and people who suffer from that. But I love the clothing, and it's super fun.
Lucretia, talk about this.
Yes, well, I'm just learning about this myself, but Leroy Ever, it's luxury athletic wear. Looks like they've got some pretty nice stuff. I've never.
Yeah, it looks
I've looked-
really nice.
And I
Real
found them
nice.
at the LA Fit Expo, and I
Yeah.
walked by and I saw this picture of Sean Rez, and I'm like, wow, this is great stuff because I can't dress, but I saw this stuff and I'm like, I want to have those things.
So, like, if
Yes.
you're a guy that just really likes sports stuff and you don't want to wear a suit,
That's me.
this
Yes,
is him all day.
That's
This is the
That's
person.
me.
These are the people you want to talk to.
So you know what happened from that? Because I went by and I talked to the creator, designer, Jonathan, he's decided to dress me for all my stuff. So I said, yes. So he does Sean Ray. He
Yes.
does a lot of the Fit Expo people. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a lot of those fitness people on because they represent this. So we'll take it. But he also did the Lakers. He's did women's softball. He's made all the women's girls' clothes.
He's got some
We got a
beautiful
huge
stuff.
box
He's
of
really
them, man.
stylish.
Oh yes,
Which
He's
is
got
good.
beautiful stuff
Oh
in there. Yeah.
man.
I mean, it's
And-
athletic, but there's.
You can
it's-
wear it out.
You can wear it out, like, you could wear it actually to dinner.
Yeah, I know.
And not look like I just came from the,
Right, right,
you look
I just
like
came
you just came from, you know.
That almost
nice.
looks like a sweat. Like
Exactly.
A sweater.
Well, the thing about it, he's going to join us, so he's going to be on our future shows, and we're going to take him to the Oscar gifting suite.
Yes.
That looks like
Because
something
I
you
like
wear.
That's what he made.
Oh.
That's what it
He made it for me, and that's what's in
It's
this
nice.
box right
It's
here.
beautiful. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful
So I said,
stuff.
I know
oh
you too
yeah,
much,
I'm gonna
don't
wear
I?
it. You do.
Been around too
You
long.
buy the guys.
Time to go.
Yeah. But anyhow, and then the other thing was I thought you had seen these. I love the
No,
restroom
cool.
kits.
this is
So the restroom
amazing.
kits, you have kids, you guys have kids, I mean.
And I'm a clean freak. Like I can't
Me too.
use the restroom out anywhere without hovering.
Airport.
Well, that's
Ten
like
feet
traveling.
Yes.
Shit, the gym, I mean, cause,
Yeah.
yeah, anywhere.
Anywhere, yes.
Oh, yes,
But you don't
exactly.
personally
Really, really
clean the
good at the
toilet
gym.
anywhere.
So the good thing about the restroom kit, Bill Mazy, Jimmy Adams, his wife, is that they were on a Steve Harvey show, and Steve endorsed this at one point, and then the next thing, Sam Sparks, if you remember Sam
Yes,
Sparks.
I remember Sam.
Sam Sparks used to dress Steve Harvey. He
And
used to
Steve
be
Harvey's awesome. That's what ties all
He
this
used to be a
together.
gang member, and he came on, became Steve's fashion consultant, and then Sam came to the Emmys gifting suite. I didn't know that they were part of the Steve Harvey show, which was interesting. And he go, how did you put all this together? I'm like, I'm good. I said, no, we all
Can I
just came
open one?
together. Yes, sure.
I just want to take it out so everybody can see.
What I
So
think
the
is
good thing
super
about it is like
cool.
this.
These are super little compact things that easily fit in a purse.
Yeah, they bring clothes. You can just fold it back.
I
up.
mean, the Super Bowl's coming up. This is a perfect thing to bring the
Perfect.
Super Bowl. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
the
got-
bathrooms are gonna be nasty.
That's what's gonna be nasty,
Exactly.
nasty, yeah.
In the first one, it's got your toilet seat cover, major.
Very important.
Although, if you go out a lot, it's kind of like doing a lot of squats because you don't actually sit
Yeah.
down. It's good exercise. But if you don't want to do that, this is a great option. And then you got your toilet paper here, and what is it? A tushy wipe.
Wait, yeah.
And a tushy wipe. And then when you're done, it closes
Make
back
sure
up.
that
If I can
brown
figure out how to do it.
But the other thing about it is like, I've been cross-country with these things because just washing your hands and touching everything like that, you have the
Yes.
wipes in them, and that's why I really like them.
It's flu season
That's really,
too,
really
so.
good.
Yeah.
there you go.
And then the last thing before we
Absolutely.
go, I love these from Kira Jewels. I love my Warrior bracelets, and I don't even like to wear jewelry, but they feel good on me, and I really, really
She's
like
got some
them.
really beautiful,
So,
Very
original
Harvard.
stuff.
Harvin there, you met her, she was on one of our shows, which will air in the next couple of
Beautiful
weeks.
stuff.
Really, really good
Don't
stuff.
forget these guys.
Oh yes, LED lights.
Oh.
Remember we had
Yes.
them on our show in Tennessee.
Daryl and Linda.
We
Yes.
love them.
Talk about the lights, because they're making your lights next.
Oh, I'm getting a light, because I know Victoria got a light for her
Yes,
wedding.
yours are
Everybody
next.
let me out.
Yours are next.
Well, did you get married?
I got divorced.
Oh, well, that's another
It's been a while since I've been divorced. I can see I'm looking. I get a flashing light.
That deserves a light for the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, real quick before we go. All right, website before we go. How do people reach out to you?
Oh, well, you can reach me at my Gmail account. It's kkns1979@gmail.com. That's all my kids' first letters.
Terry Marie Nonstop on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
All right, and this has been a really, really good show from Matt, Michelle, Lucretia, Terry. I'm Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, the Women's Broadcast TV Network, WomenOnTV.tv, Worldwide TV Network. We will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.